Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Um, Sorry I didn't get one up last night. Believe it or not, I recorded one. Um, and then the video kind of crapped out. So I just was, yeah, it was not good. So what I'm having tonight is a New World by AJ Fernandez. Um, it's a Toro, which is they call Governator, but I'm having it in a Connecticut, which I found at my local tobacconist. Uh, it's okay, but it's nowhere near the natural. The natural is has so much more flavor. This is kind of typically what I find from Connecticut wrappers is they don't pack as big of a punch with the flavor, so not usually a huge fan. But apparently, um, according to Cigar Obsession, who uh, who is a big person in the cigar media. Um, According to him and according to all of his sources, and Connecticut is the new fad this year. What was the fad last year? What was a big fad last year? I forget, but this year the big fad seems to be um, Connecticut. Padron came out with Connecticut, so Connecticut's going to be a big fad this year, which I don't particularly care for Connecticut's. So not that no, Connecticut's bad, but Drone's Connecticut apparently is really good. I haven't tried it yet, but it's apparently really good. And the Flores, whatever I have up there in my humidor, is pretty good. I've had one on the way into school today. Yes, I smoke in my car. I got my car back. I can smoke. It's not a rental car. So, um, and when I'm sitting in traffic, it helps me from uh, letting out a lot of expletives that are not quite so good to um, not that I care too much, but it keeps the road rage down a little bit. But this is producing a lot of smoke, as you could just see. Um, so what have I been up to? I've been going like crazy. Well, not so much. Well, not so much around here, but just at school, it's been kind of nuts. I worked today with the coach of the team at UMB. He was having each one of us we're kind of all working with him like a half hour individually each. So he kind of understands where I want to take my game, and he's actually kind of happy that I'm going that way because I'm not an overly muscular person. Uh, so, I mean, apparently I'm more muscular than a lot of my friends that are not athletes, but compared to most athletes, I'm not a very muscular person, and I'm not a very big power player in tennis. I'm more of, I'm going to put the ball on a dime and outmaneuver you, just move you around. Like today, I know I'm now not. I was during the spring of last year the only person on the team with a one-handed backhand. Now there's a second person on the team with a one-handed backhand. Mine is better, uh, but that gives me an advantage over him because I know how much of a pain in the ass taking a high ball to a one-handed backhand is. So I'll play smart and I'll just loop every single ball. I'll get it nice and high to his one-handed backhand, and he has it's a nightmare for him. So I'll pick on that weakness because I know, like I'll pick on your weakness. Like I won't try to outmuscle you. I'll just pick on your weakness and wear you down, or I'll serve and volley, or come to net. And that's where he was very happy that I've started adding that to my game, and that I want to become a more serve and volley player, which is very old school, which happened to be how the coach from UMB plays. So I'm happy to become a serve and volleyer. My serve's not huge, uh, but it's big enough. Where I wish it was a little bit bigger in terms of speed, but I think it's pretty fast for at least what I'm trying to do with it. So, or at least my level, I think the serve's pretty fast. Uh, so yeah, I worked on that with him today. Then I got more weights tomorrow. I did weights yesterday. Did upper body yesterday. And oh boy, this morning was my arms are very sore. And then legs tomorrow. So yay. Uh what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'll be putting out a new tennis obsessed video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to string. I bought this packet of string from work, and I don't know if you can tell, it's pink. And the reason why it's pink is because it shows up good on camera. So, and I'll be stringing one of my coaching rackets with it, not my actual playing racket with it, because I don't know how good that string is, so I want to, and I'm probably not going to switch my coaching my actual racket string from that. So, that's really it. That's all that's really going on. Oh yeah, the computer is going okay. I got all the, like I said, I got all the disk drives in. I just put the hard drive in. The hard drive is a little big for the computer, but I think it does fit. Just like the mounting holes. There's kind of only two mounting holes actually work with the drive, so it's kind of a little shaky in there. So I'm hoping that that's gonna be okay. Cross your fingers. But it's not. The computer is getting to be like wicked heavy. To the point where if I'm gonna move it, I think I might want to get like put it on like a dolly or something like that because it's heavy. What else? What else? What else? So that's it. That's all that's really been going on today. Actually, I'm gonna check one thing. So the Daniel Kyer Memorial Fund that I was talking to you about in the last vlog is almost at the 50,000 subscriber goal. I'm gonna still link it in the description down below because I really think that and you can hear me talk about it in the previous vlog. Uh, this is just to go and help the family of Daniel pay for the funeral costs and the medical bills that were associated with uh, what happened. Um, so take the pressure off the family and really help them out. So and we're all. I mean, granted, it was a few weeks ago, but I really want to try to help these people out. So I'm going to continue to until they reach their goal of. I'm going to keep promoting it. So with that being said, time to move on to reading your comments, and we're going to start with the comments on Tennis Obsessed. And FU grad of 1990 said, "Did you actually do a video for 6 hours straight, or was this done in segments and then edited for one video? That would be more than I could watch at any given time." Mark. That was 6 hours straight of U.S. Open commentary. Basically, the only pertinent, like if you're watching reruns of the 2015 U.S. Open, that's the only time to really watch it. Because we do pre-match stuff and then talk about the match itself. We ended before the match finished because we had to because it was getting really late because the match was delayed for 3 hours or something like that, 3 4 hours. So, and we couldn't stop the live stream. So, yeah, unfortunately, that was kind of uh, not so good. Then we're gonna move on to the why I told tutoring, and I believe I didn't read this before. Yep, I didn't read it. FU grad of 1990 says, I am a product of the Catholic parochial school system, having graduated from both our parish's grade school and then our Catholic high school. And while I never did well in math, I took one required math course in high school, which was algebra, and still to this day I've never had a use for it. Perhaps there are jobs where I think you meant a squared plus b squared comes in handy, but I never did in my line of work. So I'm actually willing to bet that you actually do use algebra on a daily. You just don't know it. So, and I think how you use it, like when you go shopping, say you have to buy, say you have like a budget of like $10 to spend on as many of a certain product that you can buy. So you kind of, you're not like doing strict like algebra, but you're kind of doing, you're estimating in terms of algebraic. You kind of divide your budget by how much the product costs to get how many of those products you can buy of those items that you can buy. Say I want to buy a couple hot dogs, and say I'm really hungry. I want to buy as many hot dogs as I can, and say I only have $5. So do I buy the bigger hot dogs or the smaller hot dogs? Or something like that. And so I'm just gonna take how much money I have, divide it by how much the cost of the hot dog is, and say it's roughly, and you're rounding, so you're not gonna whip out a calculator and do it, but you're rounding. So you that's algebra. So you're actually doing algebra. So I bet you use it more than you think. You're just not aware of it. And a squared plus b squared. If you ever did, you might use it a lot in construction if you were just like doing or trying to put like what are those things in called? We're trying to. I forget what the. I used to do a bunch of woodwork, but if you put in one of those if you have like a ceiling, and then you're trying to put in like an angular support to find the length of the support, you might you want to put a support from this point to this point. In order to find that distance, you might use a squared plus b squared. But once again, you probably might not use that unless you're really doing stuff like that. But yeah, I'm willing to bet you actually use it more than you think. Uh, and then we're gonna go to the Angry Critic, and we're gonna let's see. So, an Eye on Your Smoke left a comment on the nut job review. He says, I've had the displeasure of meeting a lot of nut jobs who have shown their true colors, many of them right here on YouTube, but I too am a fan of the slapstick comedies, and that may be because I am a true Blue Stooges fan. Same here. You cannot beat the Three Stooges. I used to watch them all the time when my grandfather was alive. We'd spend Saturday morning, like he was obsessed with the Stooges too, and we used to spend. Wow, this kind of takes me back. We used to spend like every Saturday morning watching the Three Stooges, black and white. It's what really sucks is if you actually look up to what happened to them. They basically got a real shit deal in terms of what they actually made from that. They, yeah, it was, but what the actual actors made from it. But the Three Stooges, you can't beat them. I'm sorry, that is like pinnacle of comedy for me. Well, not pinnacle of comedy for me, but in terms of slapstick comedy, you are never beating the Three Stooges ever. Nope, cannot be done. You can try to imitate, but nothing will beat the Stooges. So yeah, I agree with you there. I watch the Three Stooges every Saturday night on KPLR in St. Louis. Before it switched to WTBS and then just to TBS Atlanta. Then I no longer had my Saturday night ritual available to me anymore. But luckily I was able to videotape most of their shorts before TBS took over. Yeah, I gotta find them again. Maybe on AMC. Trying to think of where they would be. Maybe AMC. Uh, uh, then he also there's something to be said about animated films, but what that might be, I'm at a loss for words. But your review was positive enough to merit a watching of the nut job. Thank you. No problem. I mean, I think the reason why a lot of critics kind of panned the movie was because of the lack of story. But to me, it reminded me of the Stooges to an extent to which it kind of did bring me back into when I was watching the Stooges and like so it brought back a lot of. Now it's nowhere near as good as the Stooges, but it had some of the elements. So it wanted it kind of brought me back. So it was kind of more of my personal choice that I gave it that score. So I mean, if I had to review it just on story, then it would not be so good. So. And then an Ione Smoke also commented on the interview review. And he says, "Are we talking about the same movie where Eminem reveals to James Franco that he's gay?" Yes, that is the same movie. Tobacco in my mouth. Yuck. You should. And then he also commented on the. Oh yeah. So yeah, it is the same movie that Eminem reveals to James Franco that he's gay. Uh, he also commented on the Judge review. He said you should do a review of the now canceled series Bad Judge, but I'll let you be the judge of that. I heard a lot about it. I know it's not that good, just from other critics, and I really don't like doing TV series that much unless I personally have an interest in them. And knowing that Bad Judge got really bad reviews, kind of just makes me not want to really watch it because it's a lot easier to sit through a bad movie than it is to sit through a bad TV series. Mostly because a bad movie takes at max probably like 2.5 hours, 2 to 2.5 hours to watch. TV series, 10 episodes, an hour each, 10 hours. That's a lot of, pardon my French, shit to watch. So I don't think I could suffer through a really bad series, especially considering it was canceled after. Oh man, when did it? I know it did not last. It might have lasted at max 6 months, from what my general understanding of it was. So if it's that bad, uh, probably probably not. And plus, I know too much about it in terms of how bad it was, so I think that'll kind of taint my opinion on it too much. And then Anonymous Smoke also commented on my American Ultra review. He says, "I'm glad to see you posted a new Angry Critic review. review. The jury is still out whether or not I'd rent and watch it. I'm so far behind on other movies. Haven't seen it yet. Uh, very few plot themed films do much for me. I think I'll get more out of your reviews than I would the movie itself. Um, yeah, what I said about the movie is kind of like a movie that you turn on in the background. Like if you want just a movie to just, it's it's kind of boring in a good way. Like like it's a movie that, like I said, you won't have to think that much about, and you won't have to really worry too much. Like it won't be very dramatic. It won't. It's not very dramatic. It's not very intense. So it's like it's a movie that, like, if you've had a long day and you just kind of want something to fall asleep to, like you wouldn't mind falling asleep to that movie, then American Ultra is probably the perfect movie. Like that's the perfect type of movie to that. You kind of turn on the background, and if you fall asleep, you fall asleep. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's that type of movie. Uh, and then we're gonna move on to my what I told two channel. So, oh yeah, so and I on your smoke left a comments. Oop, way down here. So I am doing one big list. Said left a comment on my late night cigar review, or no, late night vlog. Um, they said, "OMG, we love your personality. We also make videos. We uploaded one. Can you check out the video out? Maybe sub to our channel, please. LOL. P.S. We just subbed you. I will check it. I will definitely check that out. And one big list. Your channel will be in the link in the description down below. If you grad of 1990 left a comment on the same video. She said, "Going to try to follow the vlogs as closely as I can. Hopefully, I hope your Saturday went well. I find these smoke and chat videos to be very interesting. You and I have something in common, but I won't reveal that yet. Keep the videos coming, Mark." Thank you, Mark. And thank you for following the vlogs. Like I said, it's just me here talking to you guys while trying to keep my cigar from going out from talking too much. So I'm interested to hear what we have in common. Um, but I'll let you reveal that at your discretion. And if you grad of 1990, your channel link will be in the description down below. Then an Eye on Your Smoke left a comment on my late night cigar review, or cigar video, same video. I actually came from commenting on your review of the nut job when I saw this video you just posted, and I thought, now that was good timing. Then as you were speaking, got the notification of a comment waiting for me. That is not the first time that this has happened, believe it or not. Another channel I'm also subscribed to was in the middle of recording a video when he got word that a comment just came in from me also. And that has happened a few times too. That he feels like I almost know what he is doing. And the incoming comment says, says, "I'm there watching you. It sounds like your Saturday may be a good one. Hope it is. It was. It was definitely fun. I got coached for. I got an appointment booked for get 4 tattoos done. You may or may not see all of them, and because a couple are on my, one's on my chest, so you might see it. I don't know. As for where an iron sport goes and what I do with it, I may do a few more videos, but it was never my intention to getting as carried away with them as I did. I did get a lot of positive feedback from my spotlight videos, and I plan on doing a few more, but some issues came up, so I felt like I would take a break from uploading for a bit. I know there are subscribers who were as eager to see me to do a pipe video, and I plan on doing a very short one, but that's on hold for now. Everyone wanted to see the face behind the channel in comments. I should have left it at a at a at a simple channel introduction of who I am and what the channel is all about, or was all about, which was to build up and showcase other members of the cigar pipe community. You've definitely helped me in terms of, and you did a really good job of it. You were very articulate in terms of your video making, like I said, and you really did help the channel out a lot by just getting the word out there. So I thank you very much for that. Um, you're definitely effective in your goals. My first real love is cigars and always will be. And while I think the pipe is appealing smoke too, there just seems to be a lot of work that goes into piping, packing the pipe, tampering it, lighting it, retamping it, and so forth. Yes, there is. There is a lot of work into pipe going into pipe smoking. I do have a pipe, and I do smoke a pipe occasionally. Now this lighter could work. Actually, this is my pipe lighter, but believe it or not, it has a torch built into it. So I kind of sometimes use it to touch up my other single torch lighters in my car, which I was using to light my cigar. Uh, or I brought just in case I needed to touch up my cigar. I light it before I start driving, because it is a process sometimes to light a cigar while driving. To the point where I really don't recommend it. Light it before you drive. um, uh, yeah, it is a pain in the neck to sometimes smoke a pipe. Um, with a cigar, you just cut it, light it, and you're good to go. Yep, that's why I love them. But some subscribers were questioning my lack of smoke videos and all the spotlighting of smokers, which made them suspicious and uncomfortable. But as I said from day one, I'm not comfortable smoking on camera and would not be doing much of it. Yet they continue to subscribe. But any who do not like the channel are free to unsubscribe. It makes no difference to me. Sorry for that extremely long ramble. No problem. As you can see in a lot of my vlogs, they're all extremely long rambles. All you need to know that I found is that what I found in your good channels is enough to keep me coming back and wanting to stay connected. Thank you so much. I still don't know what you want me to do in terms of definitely message me if you want, like, let's see, because I'm, as I said, as you said, the less people know about your channel, the better. So I'm not actually going to link it. Uh, when you do want me to start linking it to in the description, let me know, but via message or something, or email me. You, um, but yeah, it was yeah. My Saturday was very good. Had to replace a couple, like I said, replace the grommets, some major rackets. So yeah, it was a good. It was a good day. Um, and I also left another comment on that. He said, "Well, I went out today thinking maybe that you've uploaded over the weekend, hoping to see and comment on something new, but nothing yet. So I guess I'll have to suffer and wait another day to see what, if anything, you share. My internet service did go off sometime Sunday, so I was able to wait and watch for something Saturday night, but we are still at this video here. Anyway, as you can see, I now have an eyeball as my avatar and place on my picture to try to fit home the theme that I'm keeping an eye on you." I can see that. um, it's going to suck to have to go out to connect to the web to watch videos, but I got fed up with AT&T's lousy Uverse internet service that I wanted to explore other options before going with another huge conglomerate company for internet service. Um, Yeah, I haven't actually heard of AT&T's UVerse internet service. What I've been using is Verizon FiOS, and so far that's been pretty good. Their customer service over the phone is kind of what you expect, kind of the average. But their technicians are really good, I find, and the quality of the internet is pretty good. So maybe keep FiOS in mind, but that's up to you. Um, I hope you do another Angry Critic review soon. This comment, uh, as you can tell, I'm reading this comment kind of late. It was 2 days ago. I am a big fan of the Cheech and Chong movies. Of course, the Cheech and Chong movie, the Corsican Brothers. Notice that I said movie singular, meaning uh, I didn't care for them all. I can still make videos on the computer from home. I just have to go to one of the free Wi-Fi locations to upload. I may put a few video my uploads back up, one of which will be yours. And when I do it, looking forward to your next vlog. Uh, Thank you. Uh, yeah, thank you so much for continuing with this channel, and keep an eye out for your. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing more vlogs, and I don't know if I want to say that, but yeah, thank you so much. Um, I'm looking forward to more of your comments. It's always fun to communicate with you guys. Um, so thank you, Rory. Lucid Music. Not he's on my um spread the love vlog. He said nice, keep it up. Thank you so much. Lucid Music, your channel will be in the description down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you stick around for more of these vlogs. And I on your smoke left a comment on my spread the love vlog. He said, I commend you for your good and kind efforts to shine a spotlight on these areas that need awareness. I had a grandmother who had breast cancer that was a survivor, thankfully. Yes, breast cancer is absolute freaking pisser uh, in terms of uh, cancer, because it's the one cancer that it's well, there's a lot of cancers um, that like no matter what you do or how healthy you try to be, you could end up getting, and it has nothing to do with your lifestyle or anything. And to have something so prevalent as breast cancer, and that can have so much of an impact, so much of a devastating impact, I think it's very important that we work towards research for it. So I'm glad that your grandmother was a survivor. Um, so I'm hoping that we can raise the survival, uh, bring that survivor rate up, uh, to um, to help out. I can speak somewhat. To bring the to raise the amount of survivors from it. That was worded really bad. um, as for your mother, I just know that you and your family will continue to be in my thoughts. Thank you so much. Luckily enough, like it happened last year around this time, so lucky enough she survived. She's in the 10 percentile of people who come out of it. 80%. What happened was 80% of the people who had what's called a grade 4 brain aneurysm, which is one step from being the absolute worst you could have. And luckily enough, she survived, and she came out with relatively unaffected. Uh, Granted, it was touch and go for a while, but she's almost back to 100%. She's she can be a little forgetful, but you know what? I'll take it. So there's always you always need to look on the bright side, considering what she went through. You know what she. I don't know what that lighter sucks. um, considering what she went through and yeah, like I said, there's only 20% people survive what she went through, and only 10% of those come out to basically the way my mother came out. So we are incredibly. We basically won the lottery twice. So I cannot complain. So quite happy with that. But thank you so much for keeping us in your thoughts. Um, because I know that this is something that has affected your lives in a very personal way also. Yes, it's basically 8 months of hell, or a year of hell, basically. I did put your spotlight videos back up as well on the other channel, promoting your other wide tool channels until I decide what I'm going to do with this channel, Rory. Thank you so much. I did see them. Thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. It means I wish there was a way I could help boost. Yeah. You're a really good creator, and I really want to see more videos from you because I think that you really got a gift for it in terms of how well you speak and how articulate you are. So I'm really hoping that you continue to pursue YouTube. But like I said, there's a lot of haters out there. Um, luckily, I kind of developed an attitude over the past 12 months that basically I'm gonna be me and damned what other people think. So, but thank you. So, there is a lot of haters out there, and you really got to develop kind of a thick skin. And but yeah, you know, I look forward to if you do bring out more content. I'm definitely looking forward to them because you're very articulate. Uh, and FU grad of 1990, love to comment on the vlog. Spread the love. Glad to see you back, Wyatt. I think it's great that you bring to the attention of your viewers the things that need things. Oh, it's been a long day. I think it's great you bring to the attention of your viewers the need to know uh, viewers the need to know about such issues and the call for help if they are in a position to do so. Very commendable. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Like I said, I have always looked at YouTube as more of um, like a not not quite like a family of creators, but kind of like a community, like the entire YouTube being community. So where I can help out some creators or some families, and then also use that community in a positive way to help out others. Like I've said, I have no excuse not to do it. Like it doesn't take much effort on my part to say to ask you guys to. So really, like that's kind of where I want to like take use the channels that I have to build up other channels to help out different causes. So thank you, and I thank you for that comment. It's really kind of um, yeah. Thank you so much. Um, and how long is this video? Whew. So yeah, this is about 40 minutes long. So wow, that's a which should be evident by the fact that I've almost smoked this thing down to the nub. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.